Michigan. Spartan Stadium on the banks of the Red Cedar and home to Michigan State. As we'll see a squad from the Big Ten, the Wisconsin Badgers, taking on another team from the Big Ten, the Michigan State Spartans. For EA Sports, I'm Reese Davis, Jesse Palmer, and David Pollack with me. Guys, can't wait to get this started. And the Badgers will kick it away to start us off. Coming out with it, it's Brown. He's not even going to make it to the 20, much less the 25. He'll mark it out of bounds at the 18. So Michigan State's offense will get first crack at it today. And last week, you want to talk about a guy using every tool in the bag from the running back position. David, this guy did it.
He was a monster. And I think when you turned on the tape this week, you saw it, man. So many different ways he can hurt you, and he can be a focal point of this offense. The defense, they know well and good of what happened last week. And their first objective this week, Palmer, is to stop that dude.
Yeah, they know the entire offense goes through him. All week long, they've been stressing tackling, staying in your gaps, waiting at the point of attack, getting as many hats to the football as humanly possible, because you can't shut this guy down. You can only hope to contain him, but what a challenge this defense faces today.
The margin for error so small in a conference like this, and in Big Ten play, really imperative to get off to a good start.
You really focus on all offseason getting off to such a great start, right? Start fast. Win our conference. Well, this is step one. And so I think you're so tired of hitting your own color jerseys, by the way. You're excited when you get in conference plays. You start to get some of that familiarity, some of that also that hatred that you have for these other teams. So the Big Ten is a fun conference.
Yeah, and you know both of these teams, their players have had this game circled all offseason because this is the first one. This is the first step towards winning a Big Ten championship. Both teams feel like they've got the playmakers to compete in conference this year, but it all starts today.
So Wisconsin's offense headed onto the field. Our first look at them today. Every team has impact players. What traits are you looking for when it comes to players who can make an impact, Dave?
Well, obviously, you want the main things, right? Speed, physicality, like all power, all those things are really, really good. But you also need guys that will hold people accountable, guys that will lead. And it's nice to have those guys on your team. They're the leaders of the team, and they're the best players.
And part of the reason why they're leaders is because these guys galvanize their teammates, right? We've seen time and time again, these dudes make plays, and it just sparks the sideline. It sparks the coaching staff. It sparks the fans. They're special players, and they all have to play well together.
This crowd going to try to make life miserable for these guys. To the air, it's Edwards. He's got it on the move. He kept him out of the end zone, but it'll be first and goal from the 1-yard line. The Badgers have it in scoring position on first and goal. Barrels ahead. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
There is nowhere to run and nowhere to hide on these situations. You know the physical ground game comes into play inside the 5-yard line, and they match the intensity. Nice job. Everybody flying around to the football.
And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line.
That's an area of the field the quarterback just cannot take a sack on. Second down, down inside the 5-yard line. If it's not open, you just got to throw it away, because now you've backed yourself up even further. It's going to be even harder to throw this thing into the end zone or to score a touchdown. It's going to be a learning opportunity for this young man.
Here comes the field goal unit. This whole place going to see if this kicker can operate in a sea of noise. No good. Kicker couldn't quite get it through, and the scoreboard remains the same.
And that's frustrating. I mean, you put a drive together, you're in scoring zone. Like, this is a green zone. You should be making all of these kicks, these short field goals, the chip shots. Kickers have to come through. They've got to do their job.
Now they've got even more breathing room out to the 31 and a fresh set of downs. Plays like that put just a second of hesitation in the defense to make sure, and they're able to take advantage here.
And they use the great timing with this call, right? Like, you can't call this play all the time, but you want to catch them when they're a little bit aggressive, not thinking about it. Nice job slipping the screen behind them, making the easy catch, and then getting downfield, picking up some extra yards. And a nice second effort by the back to break a tackle. But how about those defensive backs willing to come up, stick their face in the fan, and make a tackle?
Those are the best run defenses, too, right? It's not just D-linemen and linebackers getting all the plays, but it's DBs that are willing to not just cover, but tackle backs in the open field.
This offensive line's got to do a better job. I mean, he doesn't even have time to go through his progressions. You've got to give your QB some time. You've got to make him feel comfortable. They didn't. They got in there quick, fast, and in a hurry.
Unloads to the right. Got him downfield. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains.
And you got to love the versatility of the big fella. You put him in the box and let him block big defensive linemen, or you put him in the slot and you throw him the football and have success.
Finding an escape route. They stop him at the 42, but they get it across midfield. Pick up 10 and the first down. And the Spartans pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. And a pickup of 8 opens a world of opportunities on 2nd and 2.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on first down and set up a short yardage on second down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on second down.
Man, this guy just has a lot of skills when he's toting the rock, doesn't he? He's got speed, but he's also physical. Kind of reminds you of great Michigan State running backs. Guys like Le'Veon Bell or T.J. Duckett. They could run guys over, but once they got in the second level, they could take it the distance. This guy has skills like that.
The big tight end tries to make a catch, and you can tell he extends for the ball, but great job by the defender getting in there, making the hit, dislodging the football out at the same time as he's going to catch it, and the big tight end couldn't hold on to it.
Nowhere to go with the ball, and down he goes at the 39.
Yeah, and I like teams that are aggressive. When offenses go empty and spread you out, you only got so many guys to protect your quarterback, and the linebacker comes through and hammers the quarterback and gets the sack.
Fires to the right. Can't make the connection on 3rd down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's 4th down. The Spartans will line up to punt it away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Nice job to make the fair catch at the 16. Make sure that ball didn't bounce into the coffin corner. Okay, here comes the Wisconsin offense onto the field. They'll get this drive going from the 17. A bit frustrating to miss that short field goal the last time they had it, but this time around, see if they can redeem themselves. Pressure in his face, and he lets it fly.
And these coaches have these play sheets over there on the sidelines, and there's so many calls they want to call, and they want to make explosive plays, but you got to protect your QB, and he's already been sacked. Now he's hit again. Like, they've got to protect him up front if they want a chance of doing damage on the offensive side of the football.
Punch it out of the air. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
You know, oftentimes these slot receivers, they're not the biggest guys in the world, but they're really good at finding the open spaces in the middle of the field. And you saw that guy attack the defense in the perfect spot, making life easy for his QB.
Makes the catch. It's Ballard. Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34.
The hardest thing to do in college football is tackle in the open field. These guys are so fast, so elusive. You just want to get them on the ground. You see the swing and the miss there. It leads to extra yards. So hard for a defense to get those guys in.
Turning it on. Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks with the 1st down. Sort of getting in touch with their inner James White, Melvin Gordon, or Jonathan Taylor to pick up another 1st down.
I mean, it's just crazy the list of guys they've had play here in the Wisconsin tradition, and it continues, right? Everybody.
It's a running room. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down mark. Really good concept there to get things going and use the tight end early.
Yeah, I mean, just such a great job on 1st down, setting up an easier 2nd down. Understanding I don't always have to push the ball down the field, but see the tight end, make the throw. No, it's not a big gain. It makes life really easy on you on 2nd down.
How about the job and recognition by the defense? They knew exactly what they were trying to set up, and they had multiple defenders surrounding that intended target so that there was nowhere for him to go once he caught the ball.
Looking left. Wide open downfield. And they got the defense on that one, and they get it to the 29-yard line.
Yeah, this defense is going to have a plan for this tight end, especially when he lines up in the slot, because there's a lot of different routes he can run, and because of his size and his wingspan, he's very, very difficult to cover.
Tight end finds a soft spot. There to make the tackle, and that's how we'll wrap up this first period. It has been all defense all the time in the early going as we wrap up the first quarter, and the stats certainly reflect that. Had a chance to talk it over during the break, and they'll start with second down. Wants to throw. It's Edwards. And that pass will be jarred loose on second down. That brings up third down.
My job is to make sure that ball comes loose. And I got to go through that guy, use my shoulder pad, drive my feet, really, really be physical. Because if he bobbles it at all, or as soon as his hand gets to the ball, you can tell the difference when that body jerks forward and that ball starts to come loose and pop out.
Here comes the heat. Trying to make magic with his feet. That'll be enough for a first down, and they've got it at the 16-yard line. And the Badgers didn't start this drive with great field position, but they have moved methodically down the field. End off from the shotgun. He stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Looking to fire. Lets it fly. Touchdown, Wisconsin. Made the grab in the end zone for the score. Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the first time.
Well, one of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. And David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not, so being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
This drive will start from the 19-yard line. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Oh, he should have had that one right in his hands, and he couldn't hang on. Typically, he makes that play. It'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Using his legs, it's Frazier. And he knocked him down after a gain of 3 to the 23.
The run game just has not been working for this offense all game long. You saw it on that last play as well. Just not getting enough push up front on the offensive line. They haven't been physical enough.
Well, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a fourth down. And the Spartans line up to punt it away. Makes the catch, and now looking for just a little bit of daylight. And Wisconsin has its offense back on the field. They'll open this drive from their own 42-yard line. They stuck the last drive in the end zone. They'll try to follow suit here. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
You want to end the play quickly, get in the backfield that fast, get to the guy, and get him on the ground. Nice job penetrating right from the snap, getting off the ball so quick, penetrating the backfield and making something happen.
He's got an open man. On the move at the 30. And the tackle is made, but not before. That completion gets him 30-plus. That big play flipped the field. Now they go to work from just outside the red zone. Fires to the big fella. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few. The Big Ten schedule sort of ate these guys up last year. They're looking for a better performance this time around.
Yeah, and it eats a lot of people up, obviously being such a tough conference. But if you look at the way you start the season, a lot of times, man, that's when you build your momentum. That's when you build your confidence. If you can hang around, be competitive, sometimes the way you start, Palmer, it just lays out the rest of the season for you.
And they know they just got to be a lot more physical this year. That schedule did beat them up last year, but take a look at this year's schedule. A lot of those same teams, they're right there again. They're going to get another crack at them. They've got to be better in the trenches this season if they want to win a Big Ten champion.
Fires toward the end zone. Oh, and he dropped it. He had a touchdown right in his hands and couldn't hang on. It'll be 4th down. They've decided to try to go for the field goal here. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. Oh, he missed it. No good. And the margin remains at 7 after the miss. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
This offense has really struggled, and I think you're just waiting for one play, one explosive play to happen to hopefully galvanize you a bit offensively. That's not the case, and there they try to run the football in the first play of the drive, and it gets absolutely blown up for a loss.
Looking to throw, it's Childs. How about that play to get a hand in there and force the incompletion?
Well, the linebacker's playing zone coverage, and he's just watching the QB's eyes to see where he's going to go with the football, and the eyes take him to the ball. He's able to swat it away. Great play on defense.
Fires to the middle. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling there out to the 35.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on 3rd down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting through his progression.
That, friends, is a busted play. Incomplete.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on 1st down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him, and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Makes the grab. It's Marsh. Oh, he's got some space. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
It's a nice job running the in route there by the receiver. And the best thing he did after he made his break, he didn't trail and fade away. He actually attacked the football. That's a good lesson for young receivers out there watching.
Quick pass on the fly motion. They'll mark him out of bounds right at the 45-yard line. The Spartans can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. The give to the back. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a 1st down. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. To the ground. He's got it again. Squeezes out a couple of yards down to the 32.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Grabbed in the middle. It's Marsh. Makes the tackle right at the 21-yard line. Pickup of 10 on the play, and his offense is threatening with a 1st down. And the Spartans come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Leaves it with the running back. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a 1st down.
Well, obviously the offense went 3 and out on their last drive. They're having a little bit more success here. That was a nice run, and I think that's the key, guys. If they're able to run the football, they're going to be able to stay on the field. And I think that's something you want to think more about if you're the play caller on offense.
Once you start getting closer to the end zone, you start bringing in more big bodies, right? You're going to run the football more. The field shrinks. I can run different coverages, but really nice job saying, that's fine. You bring in the big bodies. I'm going to toss the ball in the perimeter for a nice positive gain.
Running back searching for a hole. And he gets it back to the 4-yard line and no farther.
And this guy has been a dominant force early in this game. We're still in the 1st half. He already has a sack. He gets a tackle for loss there. He's playing so well with his eyes right now. He's reading his key.
Touchdown, Spartan! Fan in the window for the score.
I was so excited for this game because I just knew it was going to be a back-and-forth battle. And that's what we've seen here. Great job by the quarterback. Good decision, reading the coverage, accurate throw. They get the extra point. This thing is all knotted up.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Here comes the Wisconsin offense to go back to work. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. They've been able to move the ball, but the kicker has let them down. They've had missed field goals, and you wonder now, if you get in plus territory, you just go for it on fourth down. Clock's running, and they'll try to get to the line. Warp speed for second down. To throw, it's Edwards. Dumps it to the back. Caught near the sticks. It's Dupree. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play.
You know, it's a nice throw by the QB there. When you're throwing to running backs, you got to make it easy on them. So you want to put it right on their body, make the catch simple, and let them go to work like they did just there, getting that first.
Wants to go up top on first down. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there, forces second down.
Well, this offense has gone his way early and often in this game. They've gotten into a nice rhythm. That time, though, the defense was expecting to throw going his way. They put a really nice hit on him to force the incompletion.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Quickly out to the tight end. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. Wants to throw on third down. He's got his man across the middle. They pick up the first down. They'll mark him at the 34. Got to be expeditious here.
And it's on third downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
That's a really good stop by the defense. Jesse, they need a few more. You've given up a bunch of yards on this drive and a bunch of plays, but all that matters is keeping them off the score.
Yeah, it's that bend, don't break mentality you're seeing right now, and this is the point where this defense has just got to lock in.
Makes the catch. It's Ballard. The offense calls a timeout to stop the clock.
I know everyone's yelling, like, you didn't get the first down, we need more yards. But when you think about it, nice short completion, sets up a third down. And guess what? Nowadays, fourth down, green light. We're going to go for it anyways.
Looking downfield, it's Edwards. And a missed opportunity on third down as the defense knocks it free, and fourth down is coming up. And they'll send out the field goal unit. This whole play is going to see if this kicker can operate in a sea of noise. Good, right down the boulevard. And with that, they've taken the lead.
How nice is it as a head coach to have a kicker like this? It makes these decisions on fourth down so much easier. Just trot him out there and let him stroke it through the uprights.
So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. Trying to start the drive with a pass. Going deep. Oh, what a play. It's intercepted. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but on the great return to improve this field position.
And what a great job by the defense getting the turnover, but also giving their team an opportunity to kick a field goal here now with just seconds to go in the half.
And the kicker delivers the 3-ball to finish off the drive. So they get the late field goal right before the half, and not much time after this kickoff for an answer. And he takes this from inside the 5. He goes out of bounds at the 7-yard line and leaves the offense in a big hole. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
All right, guys, looks like we've got a fascinating one going on in East Lansing.
The Spartans will boot it away to start the second half. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Okay, here comes the Wisconsin offense onto the field. They had this lead to start the third quarter because of the passing game. Didn't get a lot done on the ground.
They did, but the quarterback...
There he goes! Got enough for the first down and wants more. Stopped him at the 41, but that's a big pickup of 15.
And here we go. If you're an offense, you got to get that ground game going so you can have some balance, and then you give it to your quarterback, Palmer, and let him make some plays down the field later on.
Yeah, exactly. And coming into this game, this offense knew they were going to have to some way, somehow, at least establish a semblance of a running game for exactly what you just said. You got to be able to use play-action pass later in this game to get some explosive plays down the field, and it's a play like...
Turning on the Jets. They stop him at the 42, but they're on a roll with a pickup of 15 and a first down. The Badgers come to the line with a new set of downs. Right back to the well. Got room to work. Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. Touchdown, Badgers. Once he got a step, it was all over, right to the house.
I love the execution on that play. Great blocking up front just to get the ball carrier an opportunity in the second level of the defense. And then at that point, it was make a guy miss and use the speed. That was a perfectly executed play.
On the run from inside his own 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. The Spartans have it back on offense, hoping to play some good ball. A lot of work to do as this drive will start from the 16-yard line. Using his legs, it's Frazier. He gets nothing, and they keep plowing ahead with the running game, and they've got very little to show for it. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10.
Well, it's a negative play trying to run the football, and I think if you're on offense, you got to be thinking about throwing it now. You're trailing by a lot. You got to get back in this game. You need tempo, and you need explosive plays through the air.
And that's kind of a lot of today's running game, right? Spit the ball out quick, get it to your playmakers in space, get positive yards. It's instead of running the ball a couple yards up the middle, now you just spit it out wide, and a lot of times if you break a few tackles, it could be even bigger.
Well, after struggling so much in the first half, you thought they would have made some adjustments here at halftime to see if they can open up this passing game. But early on in the second half, they're just not really able to get that done. Incompletion on 3rd down in your own end, you're expecting them to punt.
He'll get it up to about the 44-yard line before they slam the brakes on it. And Wisconsin has its offense back on the field. They'll open this drive and snap it from the 44. Last drive went for 6. We'll see if they can do it again. From the gun, the running back looking for room. Got the first down and more. It's a seam wide open. And there they go again with another huge gain on the ground. He's finally run out of bounds. And the Badgers, after exploding for that huge run, back to work. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. This time they stop him behind the line of scrimmage, and boy, that has been rare in this one. The Badgers have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Wide receiver comes in motion. Handoff from the gun. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Well, this guy's been an animal all game long. He's had tons of success running the football. The defense had to do something to stop him. Give the D-line and that front 7 tons of credit for being really physical there, getting the TFL.
It's complete. And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Wisconsin. No step back in week 3. They have been sharp as they extend the lead.
Love the thought process by the quarterback here on this play. Nobody open in the end zone. Find your check down. Find the running back. He does that, and once this guy's got the ball in his hands, he shows you that elusiveness and his ability to sniff out the end zone.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Boys, expect the unexpected in college football, and for some, this update could fall under that category. Miami had a dominant win, the kind the folks in South Florida were used to in 2001 when Ken Dorsey, Clinton Portis, and Jeremy Shockey led the Canes to a national title. Talk about a special team. Regardless the outcome today, guys, these are still 2 quality.
Going for it all. And that'll be incomplete. Man, that would have been a big hitter on 1st down, but 2nd down's coming up.
Well, the best thing that's happened so far in this game for this offense has been looking this guy's way and giving him a shot. He has their only touchdown in this game, so they're trying to take another shot down the field. Good job in coverage defensively. You've got to be aware of where this guy is because right now he's...
Oh, out of space. Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34.
And that's why QBs love their tight ends so much, right? Especially when they're athletic, because they make short throws turn into long gains. Because of his ability after the catch, it's so...
Going downfield for the big play. And they weren't able to make the connection. They were looking for an explosive play.
The defense is in great position right now because they've got a huge lead here in the fourth quarter. They know the offense has to take shots to try to get themselves back in.
He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. Snags it inside the 20. And they pick up a better than 30 yards on that completion before the defense brings him down.
Well, this quarterback has found a really nice rhythm here on this drive. He just looks dialed in. He's doing a great job in the pre-snap, seeing the safety rotation, and that time saw the one-on-one matchup to take a shot, and he hit it. He's in a really, really nice groove right now.
And they make the stop, and this offense has it inside the 5, and they are threatening. And the Spartans have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. Let's it go to the end zone. He was open, he had it, and he dropped it. Would have been a touchdown. Instead, it's 2nd down.
And it's a good job by this defense, man. You drop back, you play really smart, play sound. Understand, there's not a lot of field to cover, and they couldn't fit the ball in a window. Good pass defense.
He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And on offense, you know this is 4-down territory. You have to come away with a touchdown. You're getting boat raced in this game right now, and you're going to have to make this possession count.
Yeah, definitely because of the slow start, now putting yourself behind the 8 ball, I think this offense is going to have to be aggressive the rest of the game.
Fires into the end zone. Touchdown, Michigan State. Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now on game day.
Here comes the Wisconsin offense to go back to work. And after that last score, this is just a 2-possession game now, and they'll be looking to find some cushion on this drive. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Those are the kind of plays in the second half you have to make. This back has had plenty of success. He's gotten a lot of touches. Now, defensively, we got to show him things are about to be different.
Back to throw, it's Edwards. Using the quick game.
I really like this slot receiver because of his shiftiness, and you see that on his route run. Really, really nice job creating separation for his QB.
Sparty and nearly 75,000 of his closest friends pegging the decibel meter on 3rd down. Got it behind the line. It's Dupree. And the Badgers get enough for the 1st down.
Shotgun fundamentals are so key. He was like a shortstop, caught the shotgun snap, and right away rifled it out of his hands like he was turning too. That was beautiful.
From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on 1st down, man, you are doing just that.
Now the play fake. Just a short pass to the tight end. They'll get the 1st down. It's spotted on the 49.
Got like that big, reliable security blanket. And that's what tight ends are a lot of the times. They're just usually big, huge guys that if I throw it anywhere near him, he's going to pluck it, catch it, and give me some positive yards.
And this one will be stopped for no gain.
The defense really gets it. They understand what's going on. The quarterback is a threat to run the football. I have to understand that. It changes the way I play defense. Am I going to have more speed on the field? Whatever I do, I got to make sure I do what they did right there. Focus in on the QB, lock in, and make sure he doesn't beat me.
And as they get him to the ground, clock running, looks as if time will expire here in the 3rd. As we come to the end of the period, Wisconsin has the lead. 3 quarters are in the books. Time becomes a factor both in trying to hold the lead or cut into it as we take a look at the stats. With the break, they had a little extra time to dial something up for this 3rd down play. They'll try to bully their way for the first. That defensive front just flat whipped them as they knock him down for a big loss. The Badgers will try to pin them back with the punt. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. You'd think they would have had a good chance to down that one deep, but the bounce carries it into the end zone for the touchback. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. Back to pass, it's Childs. Get it out on the screen. Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass as it just never developed.
A good start by this offense. Something positive on the first play. The drive is good. Listen, the hill is large, right? Like this, we need 2 scores. We got to have 2 touchdowns to get back in the...
Oh, it's picked off. Oh, at the worst possible time. He couldn't quite get loose on that return, but he'd already made the play, and they've got it at the 35.
And if you're the quarterback, you might want to stop throwing that guy's way. I mean, you knew coming into this game, David, he's one of the best corners in the entire country. He's already been picked off twice now. He is literally living in this quarterback's head rent-free.
And so nice to have a guy like this that can cut off half the field. Because now you can put resources elsewhere. He's proven if you try, bad things are going to happen.
Kept it on the ground on first down. Let's see what they do on second. Handoff to the lone back. Wrestled down at the 26. It's a gain of 4.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. 4th quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
So now on comes the field goal unit. There is no doubt. At this point in the game, this crowd knows how big this kick could be.
Not the day that this kid was hoping to have here. After that miss, he's now only 2 for 5. He's cost his team 9 points already.
First play of this drive comes from the 27. Throws for the tight end. A strike downfield. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with the first down.
This is a fun spot to be in defensively. Like, it's late in the football game. You know they're passing the football because...
Lets it fly. And he is finding wide open defenders all over the field. His 3rd interception of the day. And the interception was enough. The return made it even better as he gets it down to the 48-yard line. Okay, here comes the Wisconsin offense onto the field. Looking downfield, it's Edwards. And the heat gets home. They knock him down back at the 45.
And it's such an advantage for this defense to have an outside linebacker like that can rush the passer because they can set the edge. They can get off the ball, and they're just way too fast for tight ends or for offensive tackles to get.
And here's the pick, and oh, did they need that right now. Those kind of plays can be huge for momentum. Even with the short return, they're set up at the 45. And the offense takes the field eager to go back to work. Motion from the wideout. To the air on first down. Catch in the middle. It's McCray. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
And this offense just hasn't found a way to kind of open it up. Like, they haven't found those explosive plays. It feels like the defense is kind of strangling them and staying really close to the line of scrimmage because of their lack of their big play ability over the top. This offense has to dial something up.
He's brought down the 1, a play for this offense, and they'll have it at the 12-yard line.
Well, how about the offense setting that play up? We've seen earlier in the game a couple shorter throws. They're just trying to suck those safeties closer to the line of scrimmage, anticipating.
They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20.
How about this defense coming out aggressive on first down? They're in the red zone. They're like, no, we're going to take the fight to you. Now setting up a second down and long and putting them in a great position to be successful.
Unloads to the wideout. Right through his hands and incomplete, and he'll want that one back. It'll be third down.
Well, the receiver did everything right. He ran a good route. He got his head around. He just didn't finish the play. Just look it in.
The Spartans are way behind the sticks on this third and forever. Here's the pressure. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. Fourth down coming up.
I'll tell you what, I don't know if the offense was expecting man coverage that time. Third and long in field goal range, you're expecting it to be zone. Instead, they lock them up man-to-man, everybody on an island, everybody won. They get the...
Unleashes one deep. Drop the football, and they'll turn it over on downs. They spun that wheel of fortune on fourth down and come up bankrupt. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. It's complete on the right side.
You know, I know it seems like an easy pitch and catch, but for the tight end there, that route potentially changes if it's man coverage. So good job by him knowing in zone, I'm just going to sit down. This is basically like a check down, right? Let's just take the easy pitch and catch and keep this drive going.
McGill as they work on that clock. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Well, we saw the coaching staff on the sideline challenging this offensive line to end this game. They've got the lead late now, and they know they're going to continue trying to run the ball to ice it.
Dropping back, it's Edwards. Using his feet to buy time. Really nice job to get it past the sticks, pick up the first down at the 30.
And how nice is it to just have a quarterback that you believe in, that you can trust, you can put it in his hands on third down to make the right decision. You've got the lead, and you've got your guy. He sees it, nothing open, tucks it, gets a huge third down conversion for this offense.
Well, the defense finally able to make a play, getting a tackle for loss. They haven't had many of those today because this running back really has answered the bell. They knew coming in they were going to have to give him the football, force feed it to him, and let him go to work. He's done that. Well over 100 yards rushing in this game, and the defense just has not had the answers consistently for him.
Clock stops. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and this offense just a couple of minutes away from putting one in the win column. At this point, the defense just has to bring the house to try to stop the run and get the ball back. Wide open spaces. Strong, firm tackle.
This is a big pressure moment for the offense, too, because they've got the lead, but it's now third down on their own side of the field. They would love nothing more than to be able to convert this, stay on the field, keep bleeding the clock. But the defense, I'd expect them to bring pressure here, trying to force the ball out of the QB's hands quickly.
He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. And the Badgers decide to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Let's see what he can do with it. They'll get him corralled and down at about the 19-yard line. Michigan State has the ball back, and here comes the offense. They've got it back after that last drive stalled out, and they were stopped on fourth down, David.
Yeah, and they put a little bit of a drive together, but, Jesse, they stalled on the other side of the field, and they got to find a way to keep that momentum going as they get closer to the end zone.
I agree. I do like their mindset, though, and I think they need to continue being aggressive moving forward in this game.
Behind the chains now on second and long. Scanning the field, it's Childs. Throws to the tight end. Got his man. They stay aggressive and push their way out to the 33, and it's first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw on first down. And they took a shot on that one, but couldn't make the connection. It's incomplete. Well, the defense didn't get caught napping there. In this situation, you know they have to stay alert for the deep ball.
Yeah, so what defense am I going to call? I'm going to keep some DBs back deep. I'm going to keep my safety a little bit deeper, understanding they're down. I'm going to have to attack down the field. I'm going to stick to my passing sets, my nickels, my dimes.
They get the timeout called. 11 seconds remaining to play. And the Spartans with the 1st and 10. Oh, he's going to take a shot at the DB. What a spectacular grab there as they try to finish this game with a little something to feel good about. They'll use the timeout. 6 seconds left on the clock. And here we go. Final play of the game right here. They'll throw it from the red zone. On the run, still looking. And makes the grab in the end zone. Touchdown, Sparty.
And that sure feels like too little, too late. This offense, they needed to score and execute fastly, but there's not enough time to me, man. This feels like this one's over.
The extra point here is good, but that just gives us a little window dressing as the score draws closer and the game is over. Sometimes it's just not your day. Things just didn't work, and that seemed to be the case here.
Yeah, they didn't get the W. They didn't do enough. But now you start to think about what could I have done differently? What do I need to become more offensively? Defensively, what can I morph into to make those extra plays, Jesse? That might be the difference in the next game that I play.
Yeah, David, they just need a little bit more. They need a little bit better effort next week. They're going to need better preparation this week in practice. There's no doubt this team has a lot of talent, but we just need a little bit more to ensure that this doesn't happen next week again.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.